What's going on, guys? Welcome to Boosted Motorsports. So behind me, we've got our Z06 Corvette, we've got our Duramax RV, and I've got my Eco Diesel. We're actually here in Bowling Green at Beach Bend Raceway. We made it all the way here. I'm filming this after the fact because the intro is actually on my home computer, but I wanted to show you guys the prep, getting here, getting this ready. I also have our hurricane swapped Dodge Viper ACR here. It's actually over in the race area right now, but both are here. We're gonna be here for LS Fest and MOPARTY this year, but I want to show you guys all the stuff that went into getting here and our trip here. But like I said, the intro is actually stuck on my computer at home, so filming it here. Let's get straight into the video. I'll show you guys what I was working on the Z06 first, and then I'll show you guys the stuff that we did with the ACR, and then our journey getting up here. All right, and here's all the brake pads laid about. So ended up going with a different combo. I'm gonna try it out and I'll let you guys know if it works. But essentially what I did was I went with one that's kind of made for autocross, which is, where the heck are they now? It is the HP Plus. So these pads, the problem is, if you guys do or don't know about pads, so for a road course, you want pads that have a higher heat tolerance. The trade-off is they don't have as much initial bite. These HP Pluses, they have more of an initial bite, but then they don't have the high heat tolerance. And then in the back, I went with, where is it? DTC 30. So these are kind of a decent pad. They're pretty much all consistent, but these I put in the rear, and then I put the ones that have a higher initial bite in the front, just for autocross. And then what I'll probably end up doing is going with a more aggressive pad in the sense of one that's more road course based in the front afterwards. But essentially that's what we got going on here. So I did that. I don't know if you guys can see the witness marks, but I ended up also bleeding the brakes. I spared you guys kind of the nonsense of that because it's really not that exciting, and it's really something I don't like to do, but here I am in gloves. Rare occasion. And also use a scanner to bleed the ABS module. If you guys do or don't know, on these newer vehicles, you want to try when you can to use a scanner to get any air that's stuck in the ABS module. It's just newer cars, newer problems, newer things you need to do. So that's done. And then the other thing, this wire that's dangling right here, this plugs into my oil temp sensor that I have on the oil adapter block. So I installed that, and now I gotta put that on there. And I picked up some heat sleeving. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Got this heat sleeving right there, that black stuff there. So I'm gonna put that around there because it gets really close to the headers. Plug that in, put the wheels on, and yeah, hopefully most of this is ready to go. All right, so wheels are back on, pads are swapped out, brakes are bled, and then here is the heat sleeving. Hopefully you can see it there. So that is where my sensor is for my oil temperature. So routed it there safely away from the exhaust, but put that fireproof heat sleeve on it. And now we can pretty much bring it down. There's not a whole lot to do. Filter's still clean. I don't know if you guys saw the previous videos of us doing all this forward facing radiator stuff. This thing is a monster now. Like, look at that radiator. So now she stays cool. But I got the splitter off. I think I showed you guys or told you guys about that. Took it off because we're gonna rewrap it. So that's off right now, but let me go ahead, bring the car down, take this off the lift, and then I actually wanna just put the Viper on the lift and kind of see how everything held up after bringing it to roadkill, racing it, driving it for a week. I have not had that thing on the lift since, so let's swap them out. I also want to see what this thing sounds like with the Z06 mufflers on there. All right, let's move the Viper out, start up the airplane. This thing is loud, you guys. Let's see. All right, here we go. This switch, that a switch. Fuel system prime. if you guys can hear how long the turbo still spins for. Literally sounds like an airplane. All right, let's see what the Z06 sounds like. Really not sure what it's gonna sound like with the Z06 factory mufflers with long tubes on it. Well, let's see what she sounds like. Hopefully it fires up somehow. I managed to, I guess, drain the battery. So let's see what she sounds like. Yeah. Barely can even hear the cam. Alright, well, let me take the battery charger off it. Okay, so we got the Viper ACR up here. So we've raced this thing, driven it around, shot flames out of it, just been beating on this thing. And I'm happy to say everything looks good, you guys. So this was a little bit wet from before just because we had this on and off, but not leaking, not dripping, no leaks, no drips. Everything is tight. I already kind of went over things preliminary before grabbing the camera. And yeah, everything looks good. So there's all that. Our axles are all holding up good. No drips, no leaks, no nothing. So we're just gonna keep rocking. So she's ready for the next event. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this thing down. If you guys are wondering, I know some people are gonna be asking me like, hey, when are you gonna, check quarter mile times, all that stuff. Bradenton Motorsports Park is our local track right now. It's shut down for improvements, renos, all that kind of stuff. Other thing too is the fact that the car doesn't have a cage, so might be able to sneak in a quarter mile time on like a private event or private track day type thing, or maybe even a test and tune. But technically, to go to an event and stuff like that, the car needs to have a cage. So it's the other thing, and I don't know if I wanna. Few things. If I want to cut the car up to put a cage in it, if I want to spend the money to put a cage in it, comment down below what you guys would do as far as the whole cage scenario, because the car is so old, it's probably only good till like a 10 something pass, like maybe like a 10.9 or something like that, with it being a 2000 model year. The newer cars you can go 899 or 90 whatever in like a 2014 and newer, but these older ones, they're pretty limited based on the rule book. But let me know what you guys would do. Would you cage it, not cage it? That's kind of where I'm at right now as far as keeping it into some sort of drag car. But yeah, I'd probably have to take it somewhere to see if they can build a cage for it, which wouldn't be cheap, but that's where we're at. Comment down below what you guys would do. All right, so car is back down on the ground. You'll notice the Corvette is missing. Let me show you guys quickly what's going on, and I'll show you guys what I'm doing here. 8:30 at night, Sunday night before LS Fest. We've got the trailer here, loading up the trailer. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that, but the Corvette is on this trailer. It's gonna be hard to see. Nope, can't see it. But Corvette is on the trailer. You can see the tongue of it there. EcoDies is over there. RV's up there, getting all loaded up. And I've been wanting to get this on here. We've been having some issues, not on the AEM side. This is an AEM digital dash, but on our system here, trying to get it to communicate with the dash. So we're working on some programming on this side, but I wanted to mount the AEM dash. I've had this, but it wasn't communicating with it. So I was in a rush to get the car ready for Roadkill Nights and Michigan. So I didn't mount it since it wasn't displaying anything. I just ran the laptop in the car, but I would like to get this at least in here. The other thing that's really cool too is you'll notice right here, it's got a sensor here for GPS signal, so we can actually have a working speedometer in the car from the AEM. It's got its own standalone signal. So what I'm doing right now is making up a little bracket for it. So let me go ahead, I'm going to cut this out here and then probably bend it in the brake here, make it so that it sits on top of our steering column right there, and should look pretty cool. But let me mess with it and get it done. All right, so it's raining outside, so I'm gonna keep working on my bracket. So this looks crazy, I guess it probably does, but this is what my bracket's gonna look like. So I'm gonna cut it out with my jigsaw over there with a metal blade and all that squiggled part. I'm cutting that out. and that should fit right over top around all of our ports for our wires, and then I can drill the holes so that we can actually mount this, and then I'm going to put an L on the bottom, and that should be the back of my bracket, I'm hoping. All right, here's my weird shape. I didn't bother setting up the whole brake on my bench because I just need to do this tiny little bracket here. All right, guys, just like that, we're in the RV. So I'm in the RV, the Duramax. We've got our Edge Performance Tuner. This thing is tuned, rolling coal, and it's not deleted or anything. And this actually is a 2005, so it doesn't even have any like DPF and stuff. But all we did was just plug in this tuner. It's completely 50 state legal, all that stuff, and this thing has way more power. So we got that. We've got our tire pressure monitor for our RV. I've also got one here for the trailer, so I got that. Let me take you guys for a quick tour. We got the RV all loaded up, ready. We've got our monitor for our Viper, so I'll show you guys the current setup and then kind of vlog along the way, see if we see anything fun. Kind of do this every year. So here's the RV, 37-foot Gulfstream Endura, 24-foot enclosed trailer. You can see there, we got our weight distribution hitch, we've got our anti-sway bars, and I'll show you guys the Viper in here, all stuffed in here. So we got the Viper with the Hurricane swap all up in here. Got all of our merch, our speaker, pit bike, the works, and there's the camera mounted up there. So we'll be there. You guys should definitely come by and say hello. Like I said, we're gonna be there for LS Fest, Holly, and then also we're gonna be there for MOPARTY. So, and then we got Brooke in here. She's driving the Eco Diesel, and then we've got the Eco Diesel towing my open deck trailer with the Z06 Corvette with the full arrow on it. So she's all ready for LS Fest. This is a ton of stuff to try to coordinate, you guys, but we're doing it. We're on our way. Mickey Thompson Tires got us covered. They've been working awesome, towing. We just got back from Michigan. They towed good, and then here we are driving all the way to Kentucky right now. So on our way to Bowling Green, let's get on the road. All right, we're at a truck stop, QT. We eating lunch. What did you make? We got Texas Roadhouse bread?
Yeah, Texas Roadhouse. Well, not bread, but the butter.
Well,
fake Texas Roadhouse butter.
Well, the bread and the butter.
Yeah.
And then we've got some sandwiches, some basic sandwiches with some legit meat, some hummus. We got some vinaigrette. This is the nice part about having the RVs. You can literally like bring whatever you want. We could be eating at Arby's, but Brooke said no Arby's.
No.
Wow, this gotta be PG. Could have ate
Fake
Denny's. Could have ate all sorts of stuff, but instead we've got
gas
all the
station hot dogs.
Check, look, let's take it for a fridge tour. Check out how big this freezer is. We've got so much stuff in here. Turkey burgers, wall burgers, which I highly don't recommend. They taste stale AF. We got some onion rings, French fries. We got some Jimmy's, breakfast sandwiches, some hamburger buns. I think there's like 3 things of roast beef in here. Like, it just goes to show you how big this freezer is. And it keeps going down. All sorts of veggies, like more stuff below that. That's the freezer tour. And then the fridge is massive. Like, look at all the drinks we've got. A bunch of Monsters, San Pellegrinos, some fizzy bubblies, some protein bars, Coffee Crisp. The Canadian people know of Coffee Crisp or Bounty. That's another Canadian bar. Well then, yeah, all sorts of stuff. We got some grapes, some apples, more protein bars, cookies, half a sandwich, water. This whole like thing, we got a bunch of meats in there. It's a 10 cubic foot fridge, if you can believe that. And it works off 12 volts DC, so it always runs. So anyways, we're gonna eat up and then get back on the road. All right, we just made it to the other side of ATL, or on the north side. Everything's working. I've got so much electronics in this thing, you guys. We got the Edge tuner. We've got the camera for inside the trailer, make sure nothing's shifted when we hit all these big bumps. We've got our Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, whatever you want, right there. Got my trailer tire pressure sensor. I'm gonna link some of this stuff for you guys because some of this stuff is just so essential in these drives, you guys. This thing is a 2005, and for it to have like all these amenities is awesome. So comment down below. I'll do my best to link it, but let me know if I forgot something for you guys, like the camera for seeing in the trailer, make sure everything is good. Over there I've got the TPMS sensors for the RV. Just, we got everything on lock. So we're ripping along here. You can see our speed here, cruising, passing semis, uphill, doing pretty much 70, and I barely got my foot in. This thing's got more than enough power to get the job done. So, and I also have upgraded headlights. If you guys need upgraded headlights, head over to shopboosted.com, because pretty much everything that I own, I end up making sure that we can see. So anyways, I'm gonna keep driving. Brooke's behind me. I don't think you guys will be able to see her, but it's pretty funny, like going up some of these hills. I don't know if you guys will be able to see in the mirror, but this thing rolls some pretty decent coal. You can really see it at nighttime. But yeah, we're gonna probably shut her down in another 30 minutes or so, call it a night, but I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, fine folks, it is the next day. It is actually 7 in the morning, and we are 3 hours and 52 minutes away from Beach Bend Raceway in Bowling Green, Kentucky. So everything's good. We ended up stopping over in a rest station last night. Honestly, you guys didn't miss anything. I was gonna film it, but it was kind of like a weird setup on the rest station. There was like a upper and lower area. If you guys are familiar with the area, it's rest area number 34, just north of Atlanta. It's pretty nice once you kind of know the lay of the land, but if you come in there at nighttime, that place is so confusing. There's like 2 different like buildings, and one of them closes at a certain time, the other one doesn't. And yeah, but either way, got it done. And then check this out. So got this drink here, this new 7-Eleven, I guess energy, not an energy drink, it's more like a sports drink, but like a healthier version. This is grape, but it's clear. And when I picked it up, I almost thought of that stupid song. If you guys know the name of the song, comment down below, because I'm trying to remember the name of the song. It's like that song where it's like, my mind's telling me yes, but my body's telling me no. I picked it up and I'm like, why is this say grape, but it's clear? It's, I don't know, but it tastes good, whatever it is, if you guys have ever had it. So other than that, keep an eye on everything. Trailer tire pressures are good, RV tire pressures are good, all of our gauges look good. And then yeah, if you guys want to see in here again, pop this sucker on and let this sync up. We'll be able to see the Viper, hopefully. There you go. So I just make sure nothing is shifted in there. Eventually I need to get a bigger trailer. If you guys potentially are interested in buying my trailer, I'm gonna try and get a bigger trailer, because this one I have outgrown at this point. But anyways, a few hours to go. We're still in Georgia, I believe, but we'll be crossing into Tennessee here shortly. You can start to see like the little mountain ranges off in the distance. And yeah, keep trucking. All right, Chattanooga, Nashville, Knoxville. We out here. We're about to cross state lines. Tennessee Aquarium and the Welcome Center, the whole bit. I don't know where state line is, but yeah, it said we were coming up to it right up here somewhere. Thankfully, we're not going into that traffic. That's a little fun right now. But we on the road. This area is always super cool. So I think we're going through Chattanooga. So look at that. Got a little lake here. Got that mountain. I know some people might say it's a small mountain, but I think it's still considered a mountain. It kind of just wraps around through here, but it's kind of nice driving through Tennessee. Don't know if I would like the winters here. I know they don't get serious winters, but yeah, it's still nice. I wanted to show you guys this interesting area. I don't know if I've told you guys about it before, but essentially you're going through, you're in Tennessee, then you end up going into Georgia for like, not exactly, like 5-10 minutes on the same freeway or interstate, and then you pop right back into Tennessee. So I guess whatever way this I-24 west goes, you're going right through the corner of Georgia. So we just popped into Georgia for a second, came out of Chattanooga, popped in the state of Georgia, and then we're gonna be all these signs, welcome to Tennessee, and we were driving for like 5 minutes. And there you go, welcome back to Tennessee. Check out this, I don't know if you would call that, comment down below, do you call it fog or clouds? There's a bunch of lingering fog in these mountain tops here, but I mean, could it be considered a cloud or is it fog? Don't know what our elevation is, but see those? Z06 on the trailer. Hey, we made it to Kentucky. All right, check it out, you guys. So the Corvette Museum racetrack is actually right here in these rolling hills. So if you guys have never been, we might actually do it this week and actually check it out. There's the museum there on the left. The track is right there. So I want to see if I can actually get on the racetrack. You might be able to catch a glimpse of it right there, but I want to see if I can get on it. Apparently, like, because obviously we're going to be running Grand Champion here at LS Fest, but I think the museum is actually offering some sort of special for people that are coming in for LS Fest. I'm gonna have to look into that. All right, this is the road into Beach Bend, you guys. Super cool road if you've never been to this facility. There it is, Beach Bend Raceway. Drag strip, camping. Whoa! They completely changed the entry road. Normally it's so tight through here. This is freaking awesome. I'm a little sad they got rid of the freaking crazy. They had some like crazy 2-lane road here before, but look at how big they made it all through here now. It used to be 1 lane in, 1 lane out, but obviously they've been doing some improvements here. Let me see what it looks like over the top of this hill, because it's new for you guys and me. Oh hell yeah! Look, this road is so cool looking. It looks like if you went fast enough, you would get air off of that thing. All right, guys, and that brings us to today. So right now, we've been here. We actually got here yesterday, but got here yesterday around noon. That was Tuesday we got here. Today is Wednesday. Thursday is like vendor check-in, so we're gonna have a booth both at LS Fest and Holly MOPARTY. So make sure you come down, stop by, especially at MOPARTY. I'm gonna have the Hurricane swapped Dodge Viper ACR. I'm gonna have it in the booth, and I'm just gonna be in the booth the whole time. So I'll be there hanging out with you guys, answering questions, and yeah, I got all the time to chat with you guys and just kick it. So definitely come by if you guys are local. Again, it's Beach Bend Raceway, and it's here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. This weekend, so I'm posting this video current, so this weekend is going to be LS Fest, and then the following weekend is going to be the MOPARTY event. So we're here. I'm still getting set up. So like I said, it's Wednesday right now. I'm going to upload this for you guys so that you guys are up to date. And yeah, we'll see you guys here. LS Fest is absolutely crazy, and also MOPARTY is crazy, so can't wait for both. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. But definitely try to come out if you guys are local, and I'll see you guys here.